Hey friends, I'm so happy you could join me today. It's a beautiful fall day, October 1st. Let's get started. So for today's session, we're going to start out in our mountain pose, our Tadasana. We're going to have our feet spread shoulder width apart. We're going to stack our knees on top of our ankles, hips on top of our knees, shoulders on top of our hips, rib cage centered in between. Chin is tucked back in its normal position. We're going to roll our shoulders up and back, away from our ears. Hands are down by our side, palms are facing forward. We're going to take a deep breath in and out. You can make a big noisy sigh out here if you would like. I'm not going to do that because I'm trying to talk on the mic, but I invite you to do that now. We're going to take a deep breath in for 4, hold for 4, and out for 6. And on the next one, we're going to bring our arms overhead for 4. Hold for 4, press your hips forward slightly, tighten your tummy, open your armpits towards the ceiling, and down for 6 on your exhale. One more time, in, up for 4, in for 4, hold, press your belly forward, tighten your belly muscles, open your armpits to the ceiling, hold for 4, and down for 6. We're going to do that one more time. Hold for 4. And this time we're going to send our hips back, our shoulders down, and we're going to come into a forward fold. We're just going to rest in our forward fold here for a minute. You can sway side to side. Release your head to the floor, take some pressure off your spine. Think about how you're coming to your mat today physically. Nod your head yes, no. And now we're going to release our hands, bend our knees, send our hips down and our shoulders up, and come on up. Big breath in and down. We're going to do that one more time. Big breath in and down. In here for just a minute this time. And now we're going to place our hands on our shins. We're going to straighten our spine, look at the floor, pull the top of our head forward towards the front of your mat. Big inhale here, and on your exhale, come down. This time, we're going to walk our hands forward or step back into a plank. And we're going to rest here in our plank for a minute to build a little bit of heat. We want a straight line from our hip, from our shoulders, through our hips, through our knees, to our ankles. If you have Chaturanga Dandasana available to you, you're welcome to do that now. I'm going to demonstrate a beginner technique. Bring your knees to the floor, lower all the way down. On your inhale, raise your shoulders off of the mat, press on either side of your chest. Inhale and down. One more time. Inhale, come up, and exhale, come down. Roll your toes under, press your hips toward the ceiling, feet shoulder width apart, and come into your downward dog. You're welcome to take a long stretch here. You can pedal your feet. We're going very slowly through this movement here. angle your feet. Open your armpits more towards your ankles. Look at the back edge of your mat. And when you're ready, you can walk your feet up to meet your hands. Hang here in your forward fold. I like to hang in a forward fold with my knees bent a little bit. Stretch. And when you're ready, just shoulders up and come on up. Oh, I hope that felt good to get a nice big stretch going. I like to twist here, get some movement going. We're going to do that one more time. I'm going to come to the back of my mat. We're going to start in our Tadasana here. Weight is equally on both feet. Shoulders are back and down, very important. We're all stacked. Our rib cage is in between. Our chin is where it should be. We're not going to go against our habit of punching over our screens here. We're going to be nice and tight with our chin. We're going to roll our hips under, tighten your tummy slightly, tighten your glutes slightly. Want to make sure we're not arching our back way back. Guard your posture here, shoulders back down. Big breath into the top. Hold for 4 and send it down. Here for a second. Press your palms on your shins. Straighten your spine. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. And exhale down. You're welcome to step your feet back. Walk your hands forward into your plank. Hold here for just a beat. Chaturanga people, you know what to do. Beginners, we're going to put our knees on our mat. We're going to lower down slowly. Big inhale. And on our exhale this time, we're going to come into upward dog. And in upward dog, we're going to send our weight through the tops of our feet and our hands. We're not going to hunch into our shoulders. We're going to be nice and tall. And when you're ready, you can come down. One more time. This time, in a low pose here. Inhale. Exhale, come down. This time, we're going to come back into our child's pose. We're going to send our knees to the edge of the mat. We're going to bring our toes together. We're going to bring our hips back over our ankles and bring our hands forward. This is a nice, yummy stretch. I love this one. Take a beat here and think about how you're coming to your mat today mentally. Today's a dictate critical night. It's kind of chaotic, very hectic. Let's just set all those worries to the side for the they'll be there later. Big inhale. Big exhale. On your inhale, come up to all fours. We're going to spend some time doing our cat and cow. So for cat and cow, what we're going to do is we're going to have our wrists directly underneath of our shoulders. We're going to have our knees directly under our hips. We're going to have our weight equally distributed on all fours. For cow, we're going to send our belly button towards the mat. We're going to bring our head up, and we're going to look at the front edge of our mat right here. For our cow position, our cat rather, we're going to send the back of our back up to the ceiling. We're going to look at our knees. And we're going to pair that with our deep inhale and our deep exhale. 3 big rounds of cat and cow. let's meet in a neutral tabletop. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna bring our right foot in between our front hands. We're gonna put our knee directly over top of our ankle. We're gonna slide our hips forward so we get a nice good stretch in the front of our left thigh and the back of our right thigh. We're gonna just rest here for a minute with our hands on the mat. Big inhale here. And on our exhale, we're gonna slide our hips back, straighten our front leg, bend our back leg. And now we've got a nice, yummy stretch in our front hamstring. And you can rock a little bit here to get all the good stuff out of this stretch. And we're gonna meet back in tabletop. And we're gonna bring our left foot forward in between our front hands. Our left knee is over top of our left ankle. We may have some weight on our hands, or we might be just steadying ourselves with our hands. We're gonna lean our hips forward slightly to get a nice stretch in the front of our right thigh and the back of our left thigh. Big inhale here. And on your exhale, slide your hips back over top of your right knee, straighten your left leg, and get a nice stretch in your left hamstring. And you can rock back a little bit here if you'd like, rock back and forth. And we're gonna come back into tabletop. What we're gonna do now is bring our right foot forward. We're gonna bring our right knee over top of our right ankle. We're gonna root down through our front ankle, our back knee, and our back heel, and we're gonna bring our arms up. Big inhale, big exhale. On your exhale, bring your hands down. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back toes, your back heel off the mat rather. Press down through your front leg and lift your upper body. Hands above here, we're in a nice high lunge. Our front knee is over top of our front ankle. And now I invite you to slide your back foot so that it's parallel to the short edge of your mat. Keep your front foot parallel to the long edge of your mat and bring your arms down parallel to the ground. Inhale, and on your exhale, bring your back hand to your back leg, your front arm to the ceiling. Big inhale here, bring your arms back to parallel, straighten your front leg, bring your hands through parallel. Your right hand comes down to your right shin, your left hand comes to the ceiling. We're gonna straighten up now, bring our hands parallel. We're gonna turn our right foot so that we're parallel to the edge of our mat. Both feet, I'm gonna turn around so I'm facing more toward the camera. We're gonna put both of our feet parallel to the short edge of our mat. And now we're gonna open our toes towards the corners of the mat. So we've got a little bit of a 45-degree angle going here. We're gonna tighten our glutes. We're gonna tighten our tummy. We're gonna open our knees a little bit and bend. So we've got a nice, wide squat here. Remember to roll your hips under so we're not pressing our butt out to the back. We're rolling our hips under, we're tightening our tummy. Big inhale, and on your exhale, lower just a little bit. Your hands out to the side and up to a 45-degree angle. This is a goddess pose here. It's kind of fun. I always end up sliding back and forth. And as you play with this position, think about what you need for your week. Woo. straighten your knees, bring your hands down, send your hips back, your shoulders forward into a forward fold. You're welcome to hang here. You can slide right and left. This stretch feels pretty incredible. I invite you to slide your hands over so that you're on either side of your right foot. Your belly is on your right leg. Release your head to the floor. Big inhale. And on your exhale, slide through center over to the left. Hands on either side of your left foot. Release your head to the floor. And slide back to center. You can bring your hands to your ankles, send your hips down, bend your knees, bring your shoulders up, back up to center. How did that feel? Was that a good stretch? Okay, we're going to go back into our warrior pose here. We're going to turn our left foot so that it is parallel with the long edge of the mat, and our right foot so that it's parallel with the short edge of the mat. We're going to slide our left knee so that it's directly over our left ankle. Just keep our right leg straight and bring our hands, our arms out to parallel. Big inhale here. Big exhale. On your exhale, see if you can slide a little bit lower. Straighten your left leg. Oh, I'm sorry. Keep it bent. Just keep your left leg bent over your left ankle. Bring your right arm to your right thigh and bring your left arm to the ceiling. And now you can come straight up. Cartwheel your right arm over your head. Bring your hands down to either side of your left foot. Rotate your right foot so that your ball of your foot is on the mat. Bring your right knee down. And here we are, back into a low lunge. And now we can come back to tabletop. Here. Wiggle it out if you need a little bit of a wiggle. Come back into your child's pose. Nice and long. Big deep breath in. And on your exhale, you can come back up, tuck your toes, send your hips to the ceiling, back into your downward dog, and then you can walk your feet up into your forward fold. Big inhale in, and on your exhale, send your hips down, your shoulders up, and come back up to ceiling. I hope that felt great. Feels great here. Now what we're going to do is challenge ourselves a little bit with a balance pose, and the balance pose we're going to do today is our tree. To do the tree, we're going to start in our mountain here. Remember this from the beginning. Our feet are shoulder width apart. Our hips, our knees are stacked on our ankles, shoulders on top of that. Our rib cage is centered. Our chin is centered. Our shoulders are rounded back and down away from our ears. Top of our head is nice and tall. And here we are in our tree. And in our tree, we're gonna tighten our tummy, tighten our glutes, tighten our quads, and try to keep a rigid midsection, but we're just gonna slide our weight from side to side. The only thing moving, we should be moving as one over top of each ankle. And we're gonna rest with our weight over top of our left foot. We're going to bring the ball of our right foot inside our left ankle, and we're going to rest our heel on our left ankle. Now it's really important here to tighten your glutes and tighten your belly so we don't get that big hip drop here, which is not good for our posture or our pelvic floor or our proprioception. So we're going to keep our hips nice and parallel to the floor. We're going to open our knee wide so it's pointing directly out to the side if we have that available to us. We're going to roll our shoulders back and down, and our hands are going to come out to the side. Now if you live here in your tree, this is awesome. If you want a little bit more of a stretch and you're not standing on a tree root like I am, you can bring your foot up to your shin below your knee. If you're feeling fancy, you can bring your foot up to your thigh above your knee. We just want to make sure and stay off of our knee itself. And you can bring your hands to heart center, or you can bring your hands way up high. And as you come in and out of your tree, our meditation today is from ancient scripture. The Lord your God is in your midst, a mighty one who will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you with his love. He will exult over you with loud singing. I told you I would have good news for you today. Continue to explore your tree. And when you're ready, you can swap to the other side. Let's come back to our mountain. Weight is equally on both feet. We're all stacked and centered. Shoulders are back and down. We're going to sway over our ankles, keeping our body rigid. We're going to end with our weight on our right leg. Our left foot comes inside our right ankle. And this is our tree. If you'd like to hold more. I'm always better at one leg than the other with this. There we go. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out, friends. And when you're ready, you can come out of it, shake it out. We're kind of coming to the end of our session. We're going to spend a few minutes stretching on our mat before we go into our Shavasana. So let's come to the back of our mat. We'll go back to our tree. Nice inhale for 4 all the way up. Hold for 4. Tighten your tummy as you press your hips forward. Now as you exhale, send it all the way down. Nice yummy forward fold here to the feet. Press your hands on your thigh, straighten your spine. Reach your head forward, look at your mat. Big inhale. On your exhale, release to the floor, and you can walk your hands forward or step your feet back into your plank. Hold it here for a second. My chaturanga people, you know what to do. Come down to your knees. Release to the floor. Press up slightly to lift your shoulders off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Back into your downward dog here. stretch it out nice and long. And now let's come down to the floor. Bring your hips down and we'll sit here in a forward fold together. So I like to wiggle my knees. Nice and straight. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep a nice straight spine. Our shoulders are over top of our hips. Our chest and our chin are centered. We're gonna look forward towards our toes. We're gonna lean forward as much as we can. We're thinking about putting our belly on our thighs, but we've got our head up and we're looking forward. We are not rounding our back here. We're keeping a nice straight spine and leaning forward. Big inhale. And on your exhale, see if you can come just a little more forward. And release. You can bring your feet up to butterfly. This always feels exceptionally good after a balanced pose when we're standing. Enjoy this for a minute here. And then what we're gonna do is my favorite thing of all in a yoga session. Bring your right foot out straight. Bring your left ankle on top of your right knee. Use those thumbs and rub that foot. Nice long strokes through the arch of your foot. Nice circles on the ball of your foot. Rotate your toes, rotate your ankle. Pinch the outer edge of your foot. Pinch your heel. And now we switch. Long strokes with your thumb through your arch. Rolling around the ball of your foot. Rolling around your toes, your ankle. Pinching the outside of your foot. Pinching your heel. And now, friends, we've come to the best part of our yoga session, our Shavasana. I'm going to sit here in easy pose because it's awkward to lay down and do nothing while you're on a Facebook Live, but I invite you to stretch your feet out long. Go ahead and lay on your back. Relax your feet. Your ankles may fall to the side. Roll your shoulders back and way down away from your ears. Let your hands fall comfortably on either side of your body, or you can put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Up to you. Find a comfortable position. Soften your gaze. You may choose to close your eyes. And we're just going to sit here and think about, or not think. We're just going to sit here and rest in our Shavasana for about 30 seconds. You're welcome to go longer if you're at home in the comfort of your own home. What I like to do with this meditation is think about how the Lord meets us. Does He rejoice over you with gladness today? Do you need Him to quiet you with His love? Or are you astonished that He's exulting over you with loud singing? We'll take about 30 seconds here. Okay, go ahead and start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your ankles and your wrists. Wiggle your elbows and your knees. side or the other into a fetal position. And then from that position, you can use your hand from your top arm to push you up into a seated position. This is called easy pose or crisscross applesauce. I thank you so much for meeting me today in this Facebook Live session. I hope that it's really been a bright spot in your day. And I just pray that the light of the living God blesses you and keeps you today. Thank you so much. If this has been a great session for you and you appreciate it, let me know. If this is something that you'd like to see on a somewhat regular basis, especially during the shutdown, let me know. And I particularly invite members of the Senate, members of the House of Representatives, staff of the White House, President Mrs. Trump, Vice President and Mrs. Vance. I especially invite you to spend some time to nourish your soul during this super difficult, super stressful time of a government shutdown. If this would be meaningful to you, I'd be happy to meet you here daily to do that during the shutdown. Let me know. Thank you, my friends.